Men's.
Now we've got the women's coming up, so we actually have the live stream starting as well. So it's going to sound a little bit repetitive because we're going to come up on stage and do our little shtick again, if you will. But that, of course, is for all our international viewers that are streaming in from all over the world, which is very, very exciting. We do have a very big international fan base that does tune into the STIHL TIMBERSPORTS series. So you are going to hear a little bit of the same stuff you heard at the start, but yeah, it's all part of the fun.
TIMBERSPORTS, it's like David Hasselhoff. Massive in Germany.
Absolutely.
Massive in Germany.
I didn't know where you were going with that one.
And look great on the beach, these athletes. These guys in budgie smugglers.
Absolutely. Alrighty, so guys, so a couple of minutes time, we're going to get the women's straight away. Just while we're doing that, guys, make sure you do have a chance to have a chat to your local STIHL dealer and obviously talk about products, pricing, and maybe some great deals they can do for you. Of course, we've got the bar and obviously all the food out the back, plus the merch stand, so make sure you grab those. Grab some drinks, grab some food, and let's have some fun. It's Saturday, we don't have to work today, so let's enjoy it.
Six, that's it.
Exciting stuff. Anyone that's in and around the area, grab your seats as you're coming on through, because we're going to get the women's underway in about 1 minute's time. Alrighty guys, check out the screens to see what the competition coming up is all about.
Perfect lawn and more time for garden projects. Robotic mowers by STIHL. Only from your local STIHL dealer.
Righto, Tim. STIHL blowers. Only available in a STIHL store. STIHL battery mowers. STIHL trimmers. Only from a STIHL store. STIHL expert advice. And service. Also only to be found in a STIHL store. This STIHL battery pruner. Only available from a STIHL store. Inside voice, Tim. STIHL tools, support and advice. STIHL only from STIHL dealers.
Alrighty, exciting stuff. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the STIHL Timbersports. Of course, this is the Australian Trophy 2024.
We're live, we're streaming. Hello around the world. Give yourselves a round of applause if you've turned out here at Cairns Convention Centre. Here we go, we're online now for the original extreme sport, STIHL Timbersports. It's about to get underway. We're thrilled to be here at this beautiful venue in Cairns for the 2024 Australian Women's Championship. My name's Dan Anstey. This, regrettably, is Gaz Kempster. You're stuck with us, guys. Thanks for putting up with us. We're going to be your hosts today for the competitions.
Absolutely. Of course, this is the Australian... We've got a... Yep, no worries. So, of course, we want to introduce our judges once we do obviously get the competition underway. The STIHL Timbersports, as we spoke about, is an extreme international competition. Very, very exciting stuff. We've got the disciplines. Now, for this one, for the women's ones, we've got the three disciplines, the underhand chop, the stock saw, and, of course, the single buck.
That's right. We've got 6 of Australia's premier female athletes fighting for the crown. We would like to say a big g'day. As we mentioned, Gaz, we're streaming around the world for all of our viewers in mainland Europe, in Sweden. It's 26 degrees currently in Cairns.
Yes, I don't reckon it's that hot in
It's
Sweden.
beautiful here, just so you know, guys. If you're looking to plan a holiday, this is the place to do it.
Absolutely. So, of course, and look, we've got today's proceedings underway. So let's take a look at the screen to see how the women's competition format is going to work.
To win the title, the top 6 women will compete in 3 disciplines. They include the underhand chop, the stock saw, and the single buck. The times achieved will be converted into points upon completion of each discipline. The difference of 1 point applies to each discipline. 6 points will be awarded for each discipline, and the winner will be crowned with the most points.
All right, seems pretty straightforward enough, Dan.
Pretty simple, that's right. So we'll be adding up points through the various disciplines as we go today. Slightly different to what everyone saw here at Cairns Convention Centre with the time trials. We didn't broadcast that, obviously, but slightly different format for those that are in the room with us today.
Now we can't do STIHL Timbersports without the judges, so who have we got today, Dan?
Neil Richardson, Steve Lorenz from New South Wales, and from Victoria we've got Simon Holmes. Give them a round of applause as they make their way up on stage. Our video judges for today, they're going to be reviewing the times down to hundredths of the second. Nathan Leung and Scotty Nigel Bennett with the chops from Victoria. Hello, big boy.
Alrighty, fantastic stuff, very exciting.
And of course in Brazil we've got Ricardo Camargo, who's in the control centre,
Fantastic
if you will,
stuff.
overseeing everything.
All right,
and of course Maxi, we can't forget Maxi,
Where is Shane?
our
There he
sports
is.
director, Shane Maxwell. G'day Maxi.
He, of course, is another Queenslander.
The Santa Claus of STIHL Timbersports. Lovely work,
Absolutely.
Maxi.
Also senior sergeant, so we'll keep those comments up and we'll be in jail. Alrighty, so let's introduce our female athletes, of course, for the 2024 Australian Women's Championship. Let's make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Who have we got, Dan?
She's back after 2 years out of the competition, ready to take to the top female athletes to a spot on the podium. It's Adele Devrel.
Up next is another amazing athlete who's returned on the big stage, coming from a year off, from Colo Valley, New South Wales, Madison Curley.
From Tamworth, And New South Wales 4th in last year's Women's Championship, ready to take the top spot on the podium this year, Debbie Clissold.
Next up, she's the master of the stock saw from Redcliffe, Queensland. Make some noise for Katrina Head.
She's one of Australia's top female athletes, has continuously made a podium finish the last few years. Second last year, she's going to be gunning to go one better this year. It's Amanda Beams.
And our current Australian Women's Champion, please make some noise from Crow's Nest, Queensland, Jodie Butel! Alrighty, these are your superstar female competitors for the Women's Champion Trophy.
Underhand chop. First up, Gaz.
Yeah, so check out the big screens, guys, so you can see what the underhand chop is all about. And while you're watching that, please give one more big round of applause for our athletes.
And our officials. All right, team, we've got all the shots we need. We are filming for Channel 7 at 7, mate. So feel free to make your way up the stage. Thank you. Give yourself a big wave if you see yourself on the big screen too. We're going to chop on the telly, but let's see what the underhand chop's about.
The underhand chop resembles the old school technique of cutting felled trees down to size. After removing approximately 50% of the front side, they pirouette to the back, devastating their block with power and precision, eventually driving the wood in two.
Alrighty, that seems pretty straightforward, Dan. Very exciting stuff.
Taking the disciplines one at a time, Gaz.
All right, so we're going to get our athletes onto stage. Dan, who we have in our first heat?
Just going to make sure that we've got everything set on stage. Safety paramount here at STIHL before we welcome our athletes up. Just going to do a final few checks. Make sure the cameras are set as well, guys.
Exciting.
You can see up on the big screen there ahead of time already, it's going to be Adele taking on Katrina.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, can you please make some noise for our heat number 1, Adele Devrel and Katrina Head!
Devrel out of Victoria and Katrina Head out of Queensland.
Hand it over to the judges to get this first heat underway.
Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off and chopping. Adele, of course, on stand number 1 and Katrina Head on stand number 2. We're going to get into those clockwise motion as of course we spoke about early in proceedings underway. You can see the girls putting in lots of work there before they, of course, flip over to the backside and then put in the work and then put the drivers in to get those times. We're going to look to get a time. We want to get something, of course, anything under sub 50 seconds would be a nice time and get them in amongst the points. Let's get some noise behind the guys. Katrina Head and Adele Devrel, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go, getting to the pointy end now. Adele Devrel looking to put those drivers in. She's done it. Katrina Head over on stand B. Putting the drivers through now as well. She's chopped through. There it is. Times unofficially 44.22 for Katrina Head. 37.53 for Adele Devrel. Slightly different to the time trial we just saw. We'll be doing the events individually. 6 points for first place, all the way through to first place for 1 point for sixth place, that is. And we'll add the points up and we'll get our winner. Let's find out if these cuts are good.
Both cuts were good.
Alrighty, nice work by the ladies. I'll quickly grab Adele there. Sorry, I know you're bugging talking very, very quick. You can hold that mic, I'll talk on mine. I'll grab your axe for you, there we go.
Thank you.
You must be excited to be back at the Timber Sports. How is it doing under the bright lights?
Yeah, I'm really excited to be back, like almost crying, I'm so excited. Under the bright lights, it's a different feel, but it's good at the same time.
With the lower roof, you can really hear the audience when they get behind you, so it's really important. They're obviously cheering you on as the competition goes.
Absolutely. You guys out there, you get us going that little bit harder. The louder you guys are, the harder we go.
Fantastic stuff. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise. It's Al Durrell. Congratulations. Oh, you want your axe? Thought I had a souvenir there, Dan.
You are not allowed to keep that.
So we can see the first time, so just keep those in mind, guys, of course, as we're going. 37.16 and 43.90 are our first two times. You want to be getting, ideally, if you can get it sort of sub 30 seconds, we'll be ready to rock and roll. Who have we got for heat number 2, Dan? Let's get them on stage.
From Chamworth, New South Wales, Debbie Clissold. From Crow's Nest in Queensland, Jodie Butel.
Alrighty, it's a State of Origin battle. Let's go, Cavs, here we go!
Queenslander on stand A, looking resplendent in maroon. Debbie quickly sold out of New South Wales on stand B. Time trial format again.
Athletes ready. Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off and chopping. You've got Butel on one and Clissold on 2. It's going to be really, really tight, this one. We're going to be getting a fast time. As we said, anything under sub 50 seconds, 40 seconds will be fantastic, Dan.
So again, guys, not elimination. This is time trial based as well. So racing that clock, mate. Looking to get the maximum amount of points, 6 points for first place. Only 3 disciplines. So super important to rack up as many points as you can, as quickly as you can. Jodie Butel turning first. Debbie Clissold now onto the backside as well. Jodie putting those final clockwise hits in.
Oh, it's going to be close. Hey!
Puts the drivers
We
in.
asked for sub 40. We gave us sub 40. 38.94. Let's make some for Debbie as well. On stand number 2, 45.956. She'll be in and amongst the points with that one.
Over to the officials.
Both cuts were good.
Excellent. Well done, Debbie. Jodie, I might just grab you quickly. The Queenslander. Give it up for the Queenslander. Wonderful time. That'll come down a bit too, Jodes. You might lose a second off that. You happy?
That's a PB for me, mate. I'm happy.
Absolutely. That's all you can ask for. The lads are telling us soft wood.
Beautiful wood this year. That's really good. So yeah, really nice, easy to cut.
Difficulty with the underhand chop being that sometimes you might overcut. You might get deeper into the wood than you're anticipating. Did you find that at all?
Underhand's not my strongest, so if I can get a 38 second time, I'm happy.
PB's what you want. Good on you, Jodie. Well done. Jodie Butel there, the Queenslander.
Nice work. Now, Dan, while you're up there, I think we've got a bit of an axe video to show the crowd. So if you just want to introduce that one, over on the big screen, turn your attention there, guys. We've got a little bit of a video to show you.
The axes used in STIHL Timbersports definitely can't be bought at a hardware store. Made from special steel, the blades vary in width from 19 to 21 centimetres wide and weigh between 2.5 to 3.5 kilograms. Each axe is hand sharpened with a bevel angle of 13 to 16 degrees and is so sharp you can shave it. Top athletes bring up to 8 axes to a competition, each one slightly different to account for any variances in the wood.
Alrighty,
Thank you, Dan. Excellent voiceover work.
You're everywhere. All right, without further ado, I believe we're going to get our next lot of athletes onto the stage. We're going to wait for the official thumbs up from the guys. It's time to welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Amanda Beams and Madison Curley.
Amanda Beams, second place last year. She's going to be hungry to go one better on the podium this year.
Over the judges, here we go.
Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, and Beams to the wood first. Madison Curley hot on her hammer. These girls know what they're doing with the axe. Very, very short, sharp technique. Going to get that clockwise motion going. Who's going to turn first? A little bit of a hang up there for Beams. It's Curley that turns first. A little bit of work to do for Beams, but these guys know what they're doing. Can they keep these times sub 30? They're driving through now. They're going to look to get these times sub 30. Keep an eye on the clock as the guys are coming through. Make some noise for them, kids!
Unbelievable. Keep it going for Madison Curley. Finishing up, the driver goes through now.
Very good time, 33.
Wow.
8-3, definitely not to be sneezed at, 26.90. Wow,
we got distracted by Amanda Beams' incredible time there of sub 27. But Madison Curley, absolutely worthy of congratulations there. 33, 8-3. We've really saved the best till last here. Let's see though, before we get ahead of ourselves, how are those cuts?
Both cuts were good.
Alrighty, great job, good work there. We're gonna have a quick chat with Beamsy. You can hold the microphone. I'm a pop star today. Now, Beamsy, you're one of the nicest athletes we've got here. So if you didn't know anything about you, you wouldn't realise how dangerous you are with this axe. That was an unbelievable time. Make some noise for Beamsy here, please. Amanda Beams, 26.90. Statement made. How you feeling?
That's a really good start. Yeah, I reckon I'll get a few points out of that.
Yeah. Now the time's good. How's the wood?
Wood's beautiful. Yeah, my hubby and my son Daniel did a lot of work getting that wood, and yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
Bit of insider trading, you reckon?
To be perfectly honest, I never cut any.
Fantastic stuff. Wait, I'm going to let you catch your breath. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Amanda Beams.
Last year's runner-up. Good on you, Beamsy. Should be hoping she can go one further this year. On you, mate. Hey, speaking of last year, we've got a highlights reel up on the big screen of the Women's Championship last year. Let's see how they went.
All right, so that of course is underway. So very exciting stuff. So of course, the next discipline that we're going to be doing is the stock saw. So keep your eyes on the screens so you can see what the stock saw is all about.
The STIHL stock saw is the first of our sawing events. Placing both hands on the trunk of the 40-centimetre block, athletes must reach for their chainsaws on the sound of the gun and cut 2 perfect cookies within the allocated 10 centimetres of wood or face the dreaded DQ.
All right, it's getting very loud on the back, which means the excitement is building because it's stock saw time. This, of course, Dan, is the MS661 STIHL. And of course, we do have, I think, close to 300 STIHL dealers here today. So if you do want to get some information on any of the products you see here and all the videos and STIHL products, give us a big shout out, all the STIHL dealers that are here.
Look at them all, huh? Thanks for coming, legends.
A few of them are giving me the double pythons with the double beers.
Oh, so it's going to be a beer snake.
If you want to get a good price, I'd go for the ones that are double parked at the moment. Fantastic. All right, it looks like we're nearly ready to rock and roll. I'll wait to get the official thumbs up, and then we'll get this stock saw underway. Alrighty, it's time to welcome our athletes to the stage. Dan, who have we got for this first heat
Give
in
it
the
up.
stock saw?
On stand A, Adele Devrel, and on stand B, Debbie Clissol.
Alrighty, very exciting stuff. So just as we just went through the video, guys, we want to see 2 complete discs. If they cut outside the allotted lines, they will be disqualified. So we don't want to see any GQ City bus tickets given today.
10 centimetres, guys. 10 centimetres, 2 cookies.
How big's 10 centimetres?
A third of a ruler.
Oh, okay.
You got a ruler on you?
Over to the judges.
Warm up your saws. So hands must be placed on the wood, guys, otherwise it's a false start after the ladies have warmed up. Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Debbie with the lead. Neck and neck. Who's going to finish it? Oh! 7.46 unofficial time for Debbie and 8.14 for Adele Devrel. Very exciting stuff. Okay, we'll get the athletes to the front of the stage.
All good? No.
Okay, now with this one, of course, the judges do take a little bit longer because they're going to be checking. You'll see that 10 centimetre line marked, obviously with black texture. They're going to be looking to make sure that it's in within those lines. And you can always look at Steve Lorenz's face, whether it's going to be a DQ or not. Over to you.
Both cuts are good.
Hey. Good job. Alrighty, I'm going to give you a microphone there. It's always a little bit of a nervous wait, and I feel like the judges like to milk it a little bit with the slow walk up. How do you feel when they come up?
Well, yeah, no, they do try to milk it a little bit, but this is the mental thing with this thing.
Yeah.
Pressure's on you just to cut 2 discs within 4. You don't realise how much pressure it takes to do that quick up cut, which was...
Well, I'll tell you what, your time, if that was the unofficial time, very, very fast time. That's going to be up there with one of your best times.
It actually didn't feel fast. It was really
I feel like your upcut was probably the faster one out of the 2, but you've been really good time. You excited to be back?
Absolutely excited. Thank you, Cams.
Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, we've got more women's championship athletes coming up very, very soon. Dan, I'm excited to see these next 2 ladies get things underway. What are we looking at here time-wise?
Madison Curley and Katrina Head going to be joining us up next. PB for Madison 15.57. For Katrina, who came 3rd last year, it's 14.6.
Okay. Let's get the stage clear, but of course we're going to get these ones underway. Looking at their PB, so 15.57 and then 14.60. I dare say, and then 16.63 and 14.60.
Yeah, which she set last year. Yeah,
I feel like there's going to be a lot of PBs today. The wood is a bit softer. These guys got a bit more experience under their belt. I'm expecting big things from all the ladies today.
Softwood can be an issue with the axes, as we mentioned. The axe can go deeper than you prefer, which then takes, you can get a little jag. It takes a second to get the axe out. Not an issue with the chainsaw.
Alrighty, let's get the girls onto stage. Who have we got, Dan, for this second heat? We've got Madison Curley and Katrina Head. Can you please give a big round of applause? Cairns Convention Centre!
State of origin time. Madison Curley out of New South Wales. She's going to be on stand A. Katrina Head, the mighty Queenslander. 3rd place last year on stand B.
Alrighty, we're going to get the guys ready over to the judges for this second heat in the stock saw.
Warm up your saws. Hands on the wood. Athletes ready?
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Neck and neck. Head with a slight lead. But it's Curly who makes it up. It's going to be quick time. Bang.
Outstanding.
2 PBs, unofficially. So 13.11 for Madison Curley and 13.53. I dare say they'll come down a couple of...
You have a look. What do you think? Still black there.
My
Marina has cut very close to the line. The officials are just checking now to make sure that second disc wasn't cut out of the allocated 10-centimetre margin. Jesus, close.
Hey?
The judges are just looking at that line, so if it does cut outside the texter line. Okay, we're going to hand it over to Steve Laurent for the official decision in this stock saw heat. Over to you, please, Steve Laurent.
We've got a good cut on stand 1, DQ on stand 2.
Okay.
Katrina's cut over her line.
Oh, bugger.
What a pity. What a pity. Sorry,
Okay,
back at
well,
Renee Madison. Come on, I'll just get you back up on stage really quickly. Well done to you. How did that feel?
It was all right. Still a bit shaky from the underhand, but just happy enough to be on my lines. Can't go down to Katrina. It takes a lot of work to get here and prepare for it.
You hate to see that, don't you?
Yeah, we're all mates at the back of the
I
stage.
know, and you guys will often help each other out with various
whenever you
disciplines.
can. Like, we're mates back there, and on the stage, we're competitors, but once it's over, you really feel for it.
Good luck, Madison. We're looking forward to seeing her going forward. Outstanding time. We're going to revise that time. Every chance it comes down, it might just sneak under 13 seconds. We'll see. They do come in ever so slightly. And this will be the last heat coming up here in the stock store, guys.
Yep, very exciting stuff. Okay, so we've, of course, got Beams and Butel coming through. All right, check out the screens, guys. We've got a stock saw video to show you.
The STIHL MS661 CM stock saw is used in STIHL Timbersports. Designed for the toughest jobs in forestry, it produces approximately 7.3 horsepower, has a displacement of 91.1 cc, and weighs 7.4 kilograms. To ensure evenly and fairly matched saws, professional STIHL technicians prepare and test the saws before each competition.
What a piece of machinery it is. Plenty of dealers in the room. What a souvenir that'll be to take home. They don't sell them at the merch shop. You have to talk to a dealer here.
Absolutely, and I'm sure they'll give you a good price, especially after a few CBSs.
They're happy today.
Okay, looks like we're just clearing the stage. We're going to get this final heat underway. We're flying through the competition, so we've got one more discipline after this, and then we, of course, are going to be firing things up. So we're going to find out who our women's champion is, and then we're on to the next round of the men's, of course, Australian Champion Trophy.
Got second and first place getters last year. Going to be going head to head in the final heat of the stock saw. Tasmanian taking on a Queenslander. One looking to go back to back, one looking to go one better, guys. Of course, we're talking second place last year from Tasmania, Amanda Beams, and last year's winner, Jodie Butel out of Queensland. So Jodie won last year and then pulled off second place at the International Women's Cup in Rotterdam in the Netherlands. She's got the stock saw and the single buck national record. So you're looking at the Australian record holder here on stand 2. Stand B on the right-hand side as you're looking at the stage.
Warm up your saws.
Athletes ready?
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And Butel to the wood burn. Really fast cut.
Jodie Butel shaking her head there, happy with the time, but I got a bad feeling.
Yeah, I've got a bad feeling Jodie Butel's cut outside the line. But we'll wait to see what the judges think because we're not judges.
They might be feeling kind.
We are just two clowns with microphones.
Good.
All right, over to the judges for this final heat. It's all going to come down to this judge's decision for the maximum points. Over to you, Steve Lorenz.
Good cut on stand A. DQ on B.
Can you believe it? Last year's winner.
Jodie's cut over the line.
A DQ. She knew it straight away, did Jodie?
Beamsy, I'm going to give you this mic.
I've been there.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
It's heartbreaking stuff. We were watching it live, and it was her cut was quite good, but obviously on the upcut outside the line. How were you feeling? Obviously with your ones, you had a little bit of room there.
I was probably looked like a little old woman actually, the way I sawed, but I just wanted to get points.
Yep.
Get a time and get points and no DQ.
Now, obviously, Jodie was our winner last year, so her obviously not getting the times there, and you obviously having, let's call it a safe cut, having a safe cut there. You got the points, as we know, because you had some competitions in the past where you've gone first DQ, and it can really cost you.
Yeah, it sucks.
Alrighty, you're through to the next round of competition. Points on the board. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Beams.
Good on you, Beamsy. I just had a word to Jodie. It was the safety bar on the MS661C. She just bumped the wood with it as she came up, and then the chainsaw just came in just a centimetre to the right of where she wanted it to be.
Alrighty, so there we can see Curly, they've got the maximum points there, and a PB with 12.93 maximum points. We've got this 5 points. Deverell with the 4. Beams with the, as you said, she got the slower time, but she got the 3. And unfortunately, Head and Butel, who were two of the better athletes, and of course, Butel last year winning the women's championship. We've got the DQ. It's going to make it very, very hard to get a first from here.
Only 3 disciplines, right? And the DQ is 0 points. The dreaded DQ. So,
do we have a live leaderboard coming up maybe that we could have a little bit of a peek at?
Yeah, after 2 disciplines, we'll find out where we are.
We do ask a lot of the steel, we call them the high tower, because they're in the high tower there giving us all the digital info. So when we do get a chance, we'll get the live leaderboard, and so we can see, because of course we've got one discipline coming up, Dan. What have we got coming up?
Single buck, the misery with assistant. So this is where we might see Jamie Head out helping the trainer potentially.
Yeah, so check out the video, guys, so we can show you what the women's single buck is all about.
With its peg and raker system, the athlete pushes and pulls the 2-metre cross-cut single buck saw through a 40-centimetre pine log. The aim is to cut off a single cookie within the allocated 10 centimetres of wood.
There you go, so same as last time, 10 centimetres on the log, but just the one cookie to be cut with the misery whip. Jamie Head, you said you saw him backstage before, did you? He'll be out assisting with Katrina. They're allowed a wedger, lubricating the saw.
Yes. So yeah, we'll
see Jamie Head, champion from last year, world champion last year. Jamie Head out.
He sort of came from nowhere. He was always in the mix, always obviously a fantastic STIHL Timbersports athlete, but just had an absolute blind to put everything together. It all came down to the hot saw, if you remember. And then he put in, he actually put in the fastest time of the day with the hot saw as well. Got the maximum points, got the chocolates, and then went over and smashed the rest of the world. Just said, I'm not done yet. So fantastic stuff. But that's the men's. We are not talking about the men's. We're talking about the women's. And haven't they been fantastic today? Of course, this is coming up with the single bug. This one does really, it drains the stomach, as we sort of said. All the muscles required, and that assistant will really get a workout. Let's get the guys onto stage. Please, let's give them a big cans. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Adele Deverell and Madison Curley.
Battle of the Mexicans. Vic v New South Wales here.
I think you said Battle of the Mexicans.
I did.
Oh, did you? Okay.
That's what we call them up here, mate. Anyone from down south?
Really?
Coming up across the border, stealing our beaches.
Learning something.
We'll be putting you on a plane ASAP, Gaz Kepster.
Isn't there crocodiles and jellyfish in this one?
Yes, sir. It makes it just more exciting.
Is that why you were telling me to go for a swim earlier?
Yeah, it's a survival sport up this way, sir.
All right, budgie smugglers ready to go.
You asked
Okay.
me what the Irricantia like. I said delicious.
Okay. I'm learning words as we go. Fantastic stuff. Now the guys are just obviously putting a few cuts in to get the single buck settled, and then we're going to hand it over to the judges to get this first heat in the single buck underway.
Hold it there. That's it.
Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off and soaring, nice and easy stroke there. Adele off to a really good start there. Madison Curley, slow and steady, but she hasn't any hang-ups yet, so I don't want to give the commentators curse, but nice and steady. Both the guys are very, very even here. I'd probably give Darrell to the slight lead, but Curley is working through it beautifully here. Whose cookie's going to drop this? They're getting a lot of assistance. It's all going to come down to these last few strokes. Dan, how's it looking? Take us home.
See big Dave Rumer there putting the wedge in that just separates the cookie. Makes it slightly easier to cut through. There it is, Adele Devrel on stand up.
Get that last bit.
Come on, Madison. Push through.
Oi. It's so important that they obviously get that complete disc, so you can't push it out too much, because if you have some of the wood remaining, you can get a DQ. We don't want DQs.
If it's enough to rest the saw on, if the saw will stay on it, that's enough to DQ you.
Yep. Okay. Nice fast transition with the judges there, which is always a good sign.
Wonderful sportsmanship there.
Both cuts are good.
Alrighty.
Well done, ladies. I might grab Adele quickly. The misery whip. What a pain it is, isn't it? How are you feeling?
It is. Honestly, that far away from crying. I'm just so happy to be back here.
What do you want to say to this wonderful crowd in Cairns too, our first indoor event? They're rowdy, the Queenslanders for STIHL Timbersports, aren't they?
They are, they love it. And what about Victorians?
Oh, a few grey nomads around.
Can't the Vicks?
Yeah, no, it's a great event. It's a beautiful stadium. I've never been this far to chocolate before. And it's awesome.
Well done, Adele, thanks. Just for the Victorians in the crowd, Hawthorn are playing Essendon. I think the Bombers are up 2 points at half time. For the Queenslanders in the room, just ignore that. Don't Google it. You don't need to know about it.
We're wallowing on the bottom of the ladder this year, so don't worry about us. The Brisbane Lions looking all right, though.
Yes, sir. Any Lions supporters in the house? One. One up here.
More union and league.
Oh, Cowboys. Cowboys all over the joint here. Cowboys playing 4:30 this afternoon.
Alrighty, let's get the next competitors onto stage. Please make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for Katrina Head and Demi Clisson.
Katrina Head, Queenslander, placed third last year. We'll try and get that live leaderboard up soon as well, with all the points aggregated to this point as well, guys, and work out who has to do what in the final.
Yeah, for those, because it's going to come down to Amanda Beans in the last one in terms of if she can get herself, I'd say, in a top 3 position, she's going to go really close to clinching another Australian title.
She's been clever today, Benzie.
Yep.
Just been methodical about just getting the points on the board.
Yep.
And watching other athletes get those dreaded
Consistency is
DQs.
king or queen in this instance.
You do not want to DQ in a 3-discipline event.
No.
It just rules you out.
Over to the
Right
judges.
Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off and soaring. Great start there by Katrina Head. Nice long stroke. Debbie Clisson with a little bit of a hang-up. It's going to slow it down. Katrina working through it beautifully, wanting to get some points and finish the day off strong for the Queenslanders. Here we go, Debbie Clissold, still with a little bit of hang up, not quite getting that flow going yet. But Katrina Head is just sailing. Jimmy Head is working it through it beautifully. This is going to be a good time catch to get the maximum points. Debbie Clissold starting to find her groove now. It's all coming down to this last bit. Bang! 30.73. Very, very solid time there by the Queenslander. Debbie Clissold with a little bit of work to do. Just wants to finish off here. Got to get that stroke over. Let's get behind her, please. Queensland, come on. There we go.
Well done to both our competitors there. The Queenslander getting the job done on this occasion. Debbie Clissold coming in with a respectable time of 49.24 seconds unofficially. We'll hand it over to the judges in a sec to make sure both cuts are good, and then we'll revise the times to their official position and assign points accordingly.
Alrighty, over to the judges, Mr. Steve Lorenz.
Both cuts are good.
Fantastic stuff there. Just gonna grab Katrina for a sec, sorry. She was trying to get away from me there, but I was a little bit quick. Sorry, I know how exhausting that one is as well. A little bit disappointing in the last one for DQ. I know that's obviously how competition goes, but it's great to see you here. How you enjoyed being under the STIHL Timbersport lights?
Yeah, look, it's an amazing atmosphere here this year. It's a beautiful place, being up in Cairns. We're really fortunate to be up here this year, so thank you for having us. Sorry, I'm a bit puffed. Look, that last event was pretty gut-wrenching, but I'm pretty happy with how I've come out and covered one.
Yeah.
So we'll see how we go.
Well, it's an absolute pleasure. I'm not going to do this and get your breath back. Please make some noise for your very own Queenslander, Katrina Head, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, last heat.
It all comes down to this.
Last heat, last discipline.
Now, we're going to have to get our Rain Man on here, and we're going to have to try and do some calculation of points. If we might be able to get a live leaderboard so we know what Amanda Beams requires to get the win. But we'll get them on stage and we'll get things fired up. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the final round of the women's competition, ladies and gentlemen, can we please make some noise for Amanda Beams and Jodie Butel?
Jodie Butel, the single buck national record holder. Last year's winner, unfortunately a DQ on the last event.
Do we know the time to beat? Do we know the time to beat?
Yeah, that's what we'll need to figure out here.
They might pop it up on the screen, but we might have to just do the maths in our heads. But the Amanda Beam basically wants to get a really fast time here, try and be up and around the top 2 or 3 to get a maximum points. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the time to beat for Amanda Beams to win this thing is 30.43.
Righty, Amanda Beams, stand A, 30 seconds. Just keep your eye on that clock. We want her to go 30.4. Sub that, and she can win it.
We're pacing frantically here. We really love watching the women's competition. It's always very exciting. It's always very close. They're just getting those few cuts in. She's basically got 30 seconds for glory. She can do sub 30, she can take it out.
Speaking of pacing, she's got the Australian record holder in Jodie Butel just behind her to pace her.
And Jodie Butel's PB, of course, we've got that here. So we'll look at that. Quick, 19.
Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off and soaring. Nice start by both the ladies. They're going to work through it here beautifully. The time to beat is 30 seconds. Jodie Butel into a nice, beautiful stroke. Amanda Beams has got it all to win here. Keep an eye on the clock as they're working through. You can see it's pushing towards 20. Jodie Butel with a lead here. Can she get it under 30 seconds? It's going to be very, very close. They're going to have to dig deep. It's anyone's to lose. Jodie Butel's not there. Can Beams get it under 30 seconds? And time done and run is 35.9. is very, very short down, as we know.
Yeah, public school winner.
Absolutely.
Two public school boys.
If I can't count on my hands, I'm usually out. So, this is going to make it very interesting. Jodie Butel with the really, really solid time there, 25.32. Going to take out maximum points. Jodie Butel. But is it the time to beat? Let's find out. Over to the judges for the official decision.
Both cuts are good.
Alrighty.
Well done. I might grab Jodie. That was nice.
Yeah. After my little mishap in the stock saw, it's a
Tell us about
bargaining.
that. You mentioned to me there was the guard on the MS661,
Yeah.
huh? There for safety.
No, when the disc dropped, it knocked the bar, which caused me to put the bar over the line. I knew as soon as it happened. But anyway, that's the competition. That's my best discipline. I'm glad I put it all into that one. And I got a PB in my underhand today, so what more can you ask for? Thank you to this wonderful crowd for coming out today. It's awesome.
Love the positivity. Thanks, Jodie. Well done. We're going to tabulate everything from the previous rounds. We're going to work out who your women's trophy champion is very shortly.
Alrighty.
No DQs there, guys, so everyone will go through with points from the single buck.
While the Eiffel Tower is counting things up, yeah, we're going to check out the single buck so we can see what... Yes, okay, so we're going to get the results that's coming up very, very soon, and then we'll get the ladies back on stage, and then we will crown our women's champion.
Yeah, we will welcome all of our female competitors back on stage shortly.
Alrighty.
We've got all six up there. Leeson, the GM is still here in Australia. We'll do the honours. Present the medallions. Just having a look at the perpetual trophy here, guys. Amanda Beams won in 2017. Debbie Clisson, 2018. Amanda Beams, 2019. COVID-19 won in 2020, officially. Renee Retschlag in 21. Amanda Beams in 22. And last year, of course, as we know, Jodie Butel. So Beamsy up there 3 times.
Alrighty, let's get our ladies on stage to welcome up. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a big round of applause and hold your applause as we go through. Let's get all the ladies on stage. Of course, we've got Katrina Head, Debbie Clissold, Jodie Butel, Madison Curley, Amanda Beams, and Adele Jarrell. I've just done them in random orders. I don't want to give it all away.
Brad Leeson Brook up as well, General Manager of STIHL.
Might give him a microphone.
Refusing a microphone. I like it, Leeson. Thanks for having us again, sir. What a wonderful organisation, mate, to do it here at this beautiful venue.
So Leeson's, of course, going to give out our 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go front. In 6th place on 7 points, ladies and gentlemen, we'll give a big round of applause for Katrina Head. Equal tied in 5th place on 7 points, Debbie Clissold. In 4th place on 9 points, Jodie Butel. Now, 3 and 2 had equal points, so it literally came down to times. In 3rd place, can we please give a big round of applause for Adele Devrel.
Well done, Adele. Outstanding effort. Equal points, guys, on 2nd place.
2nd place, but it all came down to the times of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for your 2nd place winner, Amanda Beams.
Which means, and she's just realised it, guys, and I think she's in tears. 1st place on 13 points, Madison Curley.
it's her first ever Australian Trophy Women's win.
It suits you, Madison.
Alrighty, Dan's gonna grab our winner there once we get all the photos done. We're gonna have a quick chat with our winner. Very exciting stuff.
Give him one more round of applause, team.
One more round of applause, please, guys.
We're shooting for Channel 7 and for 7 Mate. We'll get all the shots we need. Wonderful sportsmanship being shown here.
Alrighty, can we please get the athletes off stage and we'll grab our winner to the front of the stage to have a quick chat with Dan Anstey. We'll get the ladies
Madison.
off the stage. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations.
Not getting
It's been
away that
an
easy.
incredible round of competition. Alright.
I'll swap you.
We'll
Or
get the
you
ladies
don't want to
off
let go of
stage.
that. I'll hold that. Madison Curling. Your name's going to look wonderful there, isn't it?
I hope so, after all that.
How's it feel?
I can't put it in words. They did an interview with me yesterday and I couldn't tell them then, and I don't think I can tell you now, but it's been a really, really long time coming. I've placed every year that I've competed in this. I had a couple of babies along the way, and to finally be up there, especially with these amazing girls, it's just such a privilege and an honour, and I'm so excited to be here and to have just achieved this. I'm just so happy.
What's the preparation been like? Obviously, kids make it very difficult.
Look, they've really put a spanner in the works leading up to this, but when we get time, we make it work, and when we don't, we try to do something else in between. But it's been pretty tough the last year, and this has just made it all worthwhile.
Anyone in particular you want to thank?
I'd love to. There's a big list, but I'll keep it short while I'm up here. Firstly, my fiancé David, he's had to put up with me in a few arguments out the backyard. My two beautiful kids, the Roomers for being there and making sure I've got everything ready and even looking after my kids now. My old man and brother, they chop too, and they've kept me pretty keen for the last 20 years. And look, STIHL TIMBERSPORTS for putting this on, because there's no opportunity like it in Australia, and I'm really looking forward to continuing with it all.
Was Dave with you on the single buck? Was he wedging?
Yeah.
What does he say?
To be honest, I can't hear him. I think
That's a wonderful way to run your marriage. Just ignore him.
I gotta zone it out or I get mad, so.
Perfect. Can you teach me how to do that? It's brilliant. Zoning out all the men in her life. Well done, Madison Curley. I will swap you back. Hoist it up. Show the crowd. You earned it. Your 2024 Women's Champion. Well done, Madison.
Alrighty guys, so what that means is we're going to have a 10-15 minute break now while we set up the stage for the men. So go grab some food, go grab some drinks, go to the toilet if you need to. We're going to be back here in about 10-15 minutes time, and we're going to get the men's Australian